Om Ajnanatimidandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Dhena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Hare Krishna, everybody. Please accept my obeisances. Vanchakalpadrubhascha Kripa Sindhabevacha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Welcome to Make Japa Great Again. And I'm starting off this morning by reading from Srila Prabhupada's teachings on the chanting of the holy name, taking up where we left off. This is a question and an answer by Srila Prabhupada. The devotee asked the question, is it true that the Sri Krishna Chaitanya mantra is more powerful than the Maha Mantra? Prabhupada's answer, Sri Krishna Chaitanya and Maha Mantra the same. Krishna and his name are the same. Sri Krishna Chaitanya and Hare Krishna are the same. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Krishna Nahi Anya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya is combination of Hare and Krishna. So there is no difference. They are the same. But because we receive through the mercy of Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya has appeared to deliver us this Maha Mantra. Therefore, we first of all pray to Sri Krishna Chaitanya that give us strength to receive Hare Krishna. Therefore, we chant Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaur Bhaktavrinda. That's from a lecture in Los Angeles, December 19, 1968. And then Prabhupada writes the following, actually speaks in a lecture. Because Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in his 5 different features, therefore the acharyas, they worship all of them at a time. That is our prayer. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaur Bhaktavrinda. So to become immediately in ecstasy of transcendental love, if we chant this Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, it is easier. There is no offense in chanting this Panchatattva, but there is offense if you do not properly chant Hare Krishna mantra. There are 10 kinds of offenses, you know, but in chanting Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, there's no aparadha. You chant in any way, you'll get the result. This is the difference, taste. This is variety. Although there is no difference by chanting Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda and Hare Krishna mantra, Maha Mantra, but still by chanting this Panchatattva, you'll get immediately, quickly result. Therefore, our process is to chant the holy names of the Panchatattva, and then we chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. That is perfect. Lecture on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela 7.5 in Mayapur, March 7th, 1974. Hare Krishna. So we're the recipients of great mercy. Krishna has the Karunya Shakti through which he delivers those who are not deserving. Anyone who feels that they're not deserving of Krishna's mercy, please raise your hand. Then you're eligible for this special stimulus package issued by Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to save people who don't have any spiritual wealth. There's justice and there's mercy. Justice means you get what you deserve. Anybody would like to get what they deserve, please raise your hand. If anybody would like to get mercy, which means you get special consideration, even though you don't deserve it, raise your hand. Therefore, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recommends that we keep ourselves in this humble position that I don't deserve anything. I'm simply depending on the Lord's mercy. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Namo Mahavaranyaya, Krishna Prema Pradayate. He's giving special mercy to those who don't deserve it. And those who have been ensconced in the material energy and illusion since a time immemorial, or we say anadi, since a beginningless time. We can't say how long the living entity has been in the material world because say there's no beginning, you can't trace it out, as Prabhupada says. So what mercy is there then that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes and he imbues the chanting of the holy name with his own prema, and then he distributes it all over the world. And anyone, even if a person is not intellectual or not uh, well read, but is simply humble and takes the holy name in the mood of, I need mercy and I'm surrendering to the holy name, such a person will receive the infusion of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy coming down from Goloka Vrindavan. Golokera Prema Dhan Harinam Sankirtan. And this is the way in which we can become delivered and deliver the whole world, is by chanting the holy names, beginning with Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhara, Sri Vasari Gaur Bhaktavrinda. So let's take advantage of this process given to us. We'll start by chanting the Panchatattva mantra 2 times, and then we'll chant the Maha Mantra with our hearts, praying to the Lord for his Karunya Shakti. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaur Bhaktavrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaur Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, 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 Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna, Hare Rama, 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 Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, 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 Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gaur Premanande Haribol Haribol. So this chanting of Hare Krishna is very dangerous. You should not chant it if you want to stay in the material world. On the street in Toronto one day, I met these two gentlemen from Africa, very well dressed businessmen. And I showed them a book, Bhagavad Gita. We discussed it a little bit. One of them gave a donation. The other one was very skeptical. And at the end, I said, so do you believe in the power of prayer? And they said, yes, because they were Christians. And I said, so I'll teach you a prayer. It's meant to wake up pure love for God in your heart. And so I said, please repeat after me, Hare Krishna. And one of them started to say Hare Krishna, and the other one stopped him and said, no, don't do it. Don't do it. And I said, why? What's going to happen? And he said, we don't know what's going to happen, but just don't do it. It's very dangerous. So I always remember that, how dangerous it is to chant Hare Krishna, because we'll give up everything else. We may just abandon the whole material world and say, the heck with it, and just go off with the holy name. And that's the idea. If we can become attracted to the sound vibration of the holy name, which is non-different than Krishna, vacham vacha kamityudeti bhavato dvanda vibhavo. There's no difference between the holy name and Krishna, except that the holy name comes and gets us. It comes to pick us up. Even though we're so far from Goloka Vrindavan, we may be so far from the deity, we could be anywhere. We could be in some dark jail somewhere, and the holy name will still come in through the bars and say, Hare Krishna, here I am. I'll take you by the hand. Just grab on. It's so merciful. And so it's a very dangerous proposition to chant Hare Krishna. So be very, very careful. And now I'm going to read a section from Prabhupada's teachings on the holy names. He writes, so this process can be practiced even at home. There is no necessity that you have to change your place. You have to give up your business. You have to give up your occupation, or you have to give up your family relationship. No, you remain in your position, but practice this Shravanam. Just like you are hearing here in this hall, you can do it at home. These books are there. I'm speaking from the book. You can speak also from the book and sit down amongst your family members and chant Hare Krishna. So the aim should be how to become friend of God. It doesn't matter whether you remain at home or out of home. Narottam Das Thakur says, Grihe Baba ne te takaha take hagoranga bole dake. Either you remain at home or outside home, you chant Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaur Bhaktivinoda. This is the process, very simple process, and Hare Krishna. That was a lecture from Srimad Bhagavatam on October 22nd, 1975 in Johannesburg, South Africa. And now we'll just take a few reflections because it's helpful to hear from the devotees' testimonials of how their chanting is affecting them in their lives. What have you to say?
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
So thank you for reminding us of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. And this Thursday, 2 days back, was Makar Sankranti, the day Lord Chaitanya took sannyas to deliver all the fallen souls of Kali Yuga. I remember in this context, Bhaktivinoda Thakur sang, Tomare loite ami hoinu avatar, আমি বিনা বন্ধু আর কে আছে তোমার, এনেছি ঔষধি মায়া নাশিবার লাগি, হরি নাম মহামন্ত্র লাও তুমি মাগি. In the Jeev Jaugo song. So thank you for reminding us of Lord Chaitanya's mercy in the beginning.
Yes, Prabhupada describes how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas so that he could mayamragam dayitayitsitam unvadavad, so he could run after the fallen conditioned souls. And in the prayers of personified Vedas, they mention that the greatest pastime of the Lord, the most glorious of all pastimes, is he saves the conditioned souls from the material world. Because it's practically impossible to come out of ignorance once one's ensconced in the material energy. Very difficult situation. So the Lord comes and he extricates us from this process. And he's so kind, as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he takes sannyas just so that he can go here, there, and everywhere and take everyone with him back to Godhead. What else?
Hare Krishna, Gurudev.
Hare Krishna, Sri Madhava Mahotsav.
Jai, nice to see you. A reflection. Last weekend at Venice Beach, there's this lady. She's kind of like an artist / maybe she's a little bit destitute, homeless, but she always comes with the Harinam when we're walking for a couple minutes, and then she kind of drops off. But last weekend she picked up books and she just started spontaneously handing them to people. Distributed 25 books. So just the power of the holy name. See how she's advancing in Krishna consciousness.
Wow. Prabhupada writes about that in the Bhagavatam. He said, because we go chanting here, there, and everywhere, people to imitate the chanting. And he said, then he noticed some people, they even shave their heads. And this is also, Yadabaso Pyudyan Kabalita Bhavadvanta Vibhavo, Drisham Tatvandanam Apidishiti Bhakti Pranayinim. Rupa Goswami says that even if people are completely blind to the truth, they don't know about Krishna, they don't know any tattva at all. But when they hear Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, just the light of that power, the powerful light of the holy name, it opens up in their heart a feeling of bhakti. And then they want to do some service. And they think, this is a good idea. Everyone should have this. And they just start passing out books. They don't even know what's in it. It's such a nice thing. Shivananda Saints, when the dog came and joined their Sankirtan party, he said, okay, you're in, you're with us. And that's the mood of the Sankirtan movement. If anybody even just glances slightly and you see their eyes, they go like, I think this is okay. Then, okay, you're in, you're empowered. You go out and make devotees now. That was how Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu operated everywhere. Everyone was deputized to go out and spread the holy name. All you need was Shraddhavan Janhe. You just need a little bit of faith. And Prabhupada says faith means appreciation. If you just appreciate, it's like, this is nice. I like this. I like these people. Whatever it is, I like it. That means the faith is awakened. Thank you for sharing a real life story from Venice Beach, the epicenter of Kali Yuga. You're at ground zero, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Okay, what else?
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dhanava Pranam. I was thinking on Wednesday was the appearance day of Srila Lochan Das Thakur. And Lochan Das Thakur wrote a very nice song. I'm just coming from the ISKCON Columbus Srimad Bhagavatam class. And we studied this song when devotee recommended. And the song was called Ke Jabi Bhai Bhava Sindhu Pai, and the translation is who will go, brothers, to who will cross over the material ocean. This is Dhanya Kali, that it is the most blessed Kali Yuga, because Lord Chaitanya appeared. And song basically explained, how everybody's going, the lame, the blind, everybody's going. And then Lochan Das Thakur he's saying, that the Harinam, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the boat, and Sri Guru is the helmsman. He's guiding the boat. And the Sankirtan party is kind of like it's moving with upraised arms. So and then Lochan Das Thakur in his humility, he was saying, everybody's going except me, because I am left alone crying on the other side. So that was something when I was chanting today. I was thinking how blessed we are to have the Hare Krishna Mahamantra in our lives and even be given a chance to cross over. Hare Krishna.
Well, thanks, Hari. Srivatsa, could you connect with him and find that bhajan and also get the recording?
Yes, Maharaj.
Okay, see if you can get it as fast as you can, maybe before this afternoon. Thank you. That was beautiful. To hear from the previous acharyas and their mood in chanting Hare Krishna, it adjusts our mood also if we follow in their footsteps. Mahat Kritena. And quoting from, he's paraphrasing that verse, Nrideha madhyam sulabham sadulabham plavam sukalpam guru karnadaram. That the human body is like a boat, and then you get a captain. And then the favorable breeze, Mayanukulin and Nabasvateritam means the favorable breezes come from hearing the Shastra and the holy name can push that boat all the way across this ocean of material suffering. One more?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
This is English Prabhupada. Prabhu, I was just meditating what you said that we have to remember the Panchatattva before we start chanting the holy names. I was remembering Lord Nityananda and the Ekachakradham and praying to Lord Nityananda that please, you are the only one who can give Lord Chaitanya to anybody. So please let me chant the holy name sincerely. And I was focusing on only one mantra at a time because sometimes the mind thinks I have to finish. It is taking me 7 minutes, 8 minutes, whatever it is. But I was thinking I'll only chant one mantra at a time. So I was only focusing on that one mantra. And by the mercy of Lord Nityananda, I was able to hear a few mantras more than what I usually hear. So it was very helpful to remember Lord Nityananda.
I like that. That's a good motto. Hear a few mantras more. Hear a few mantras more. Chant the Lord Nityananda's name and try to hear at least one mantra. If we can even hear one name, then there's no more attachment to the material world if we actually hear one name properly in its real form. Means Shuddhanam. When the Lord appears in his full form, he reveals himself, and it really depends on our attitude. Atashi Krishnama Adina Bhaved Grayamindriye Sevan Mukhi Jivado Swayameva Spratyada. If we're chanting with the mood of service, then the Lord will reveal himself. When Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was performing his pastimes, then he saw the emblem, the ensign of Lord Nityananda in his dreams. And Lord Nityananda, meanwhile, when he understood, he was far away on pilgrimage, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was starting his Sankirtan movement. He roared so loud that they could hear it all over the universe in ecstasy. And then he came there to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Navadvip. And Mahaprabhu went there and embraced him. Then they joined together for the Sankirtan movement. He sent Lord Nityananda door to door. That was the program. He told him, go door to door and liberate all these people that never would have asked for it. And they're just sitting at home, wasting away in useless pursuits. And he went everywhere, every nook and corner to give people an opportunity. And he told them to chant Gauranga. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, chant Hare Krishna. And he went and told them, now you chant Gauranga. Lord Nityananda is the one who revealed Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, so everyone could understand. Okay, we just have a couple more minutes, so if anybody wants to have the last word.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna, Devavrata, where are you?
I'm in Los Angeles.
That looks like Los Angeles ashram. Well, welcome back to California.
Thank you. I wanted to share something that I read in Brihat Bhagavatamrita yesterday. Can I share it?
Please.
So this is Gopakumar has just met the Vishnu Dutas, and they're giving instructions on the holy name. And the Vishnu Dutas say, but we consider chanting to be alone the most excellent form of bhakti, better than remembering, which appears only in one's own turbulent heart. For chanting harnesses not only the faculty of speech, but it engages directly, but also the mind and sense of hearing. And chanting helps not only the person practicing it, but others as well.
Such an important section of the Brihat Bhagavatamrita, the extensive commentary there, in which Sanatan Goswami goes out of his way to explain why the chanting of the Holy Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the supreme process, directly contacts the Lord. It's the best of all processes. Thank you very much for reminding us of that beautiful section from the Brihat Bhagavatamrita. Dear Srila Prabhupada, dear Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Nityananda Prabhu, Sri Panchatattva, Sri Harinam, if you so desire, please empower us to chant the holy name, your holy names, 24 hours a day from our hearts with sincere desire to serve you and to spread the Sankirtan movement. Thank you for considering our request. Om Tat Sat. Everyone agrees with this in part or in whole. Please unmute and say Gauranga. Hare Krishna. Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Please keep the transcendental vibration going. No reason to stop at all. No reason to stop the holy name ever at all. Hare Krishna. Full permission always.
Jai
Gaur
Gurudev.
Premanande, Hari Bol.
Haribol.
Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman, hey, Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman.